Oh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, this is really happening. Oh gosh. Oh boy. There's no turning back now. First things first, that's gotta move.
Give it the gas.
It might be out of gas.
It happens. Yeah. I would leave it right there.
Hey guys, we're gonna leave it right here. Alright guys, here behind me is the 1982 Ford Bronco. And as you can see, I'm in the process of doing a ton of body work, if you can't tell by all the body filler dust. So I got all the body work done. On the quarter panels, the roof, everything's looking really good, looking rust free from like the roof back. And these quarter panels look real nice, don't they? Well, we're gonna cut a big old hole in the passenger side one, and we're gonna work on exhaust today. So let's hop over there and show you guys what we're gonna do. So guys, for the longest time I've wanted to do a quarter panel exit, and I think this is a perfect candidate to do it. So right here I got me a exhaust bezel that my brother made me, and I think we're gonna dump it out right here. I think that's gonna be sweet. Might cry a little bit because this is a brand new quarter panel. We got a full layout right here, everything we gotta do. You guys might get mad at me for doing this. This actually has true duals. They're both routed to the passenger side. I had to get a Y pipe because we're gonna transform the true duals into a single. I know it's not gonna let the motor breathe as good, but we have a big fat 3-inch diameter tube or pipe for the exhaust. So this is gonna go to the exhaust where it's at right now. It's gonna go back to the 90, and then it's gonna dump out towards the quarter panel. So we got the true duals right here. We're gonna put the Y pipe on it. It'll make it to a single. We'll do a 90. I have to cut a hole through this right here, and then it will exit through here and to the quarter panel. Okay, that was like really dangling now. We gotta take this part because I don't like what that. The heck? I didn't touch that. What do you mean?
Your flange quit flanging.
The flange is indeed not flanging.
We've been a minute under the truck.
I took 2 bolts off. All right, we are back in flange action. The flange is in fact flanging. So we're gonna put this piece back on and then the Y pipe, and then it'll be in action. So back on. Oh my God. Give me a sec. So now we got our adapters connecting this to that. So we should be good to go. Clamp, 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 clamp. Alright, we got clamps on, and I gotta cut my hole up here, so I'm gonna kind of roughly hold this to see where it's gotta go up at. We're gonna measure this, see how much pipe we need here. I think 11's gonna work. Might be a little less, but I'd rather cut a little long, trim it down. So we're gonna do it with 11. So we're gonna get our big old long pipe of stainless 3-inch and cut it in. So I know I said 11, but we're actually gonna cut at 15 because it slides into or over. We'll get about 2 inches overhanging to each pipe. So give us some clamping room and cut it. All right, first pipe, check. So I actually needed another 90 because I thought I only needed one, but obviously that's too low. So we need to connect this 90 to this single plate, like so, to go up. Now, if my calculations are correct, should be able to put that other 90 on, and it should be like perfect. Hopefully I don't have to add another piece of pipe in here because it'd be just a tiny bit, but we might be okay. No freaking way. The height is literally perfect. My hole's literally gonna be right here. Well guys, I'm being smart here. Obviously, this can go up and down quite a bit. I definitely need a hanger. So before I do any drilling here, because there's probably gonna be like a 1-inch gap or difference when it's hung versus not, I got a hanger here. I'm just gonna tilt this up, lift this up as high as it can go, and then run a self-tapper in there. I got my dot right there where I'm gonna be putting the hole. So we're gonna get that hanger up and then we'll drill that hole. Guys, the more I think about it, I think it's actually time to make the hole and put this bezel where I want to, because I'll show you right now. I think it's gonna be best to, I think it's better to do the hole here exactly where I want it, and then feed the pipe through, do the hole, and then make it connect somehow over there. So time to cry and time to put a hole here. Oh boy, here comes a big hole. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, this is really happening. Oh gosh. Oh boy. There's no turning back now. Oh my God. Alright guys, it's the next morning here. I had to go to Harbor Freight and get a new hole saw bit because I think this one I got from my dad's house was like from World War II and not cutting for crap. So, we're gonna see if we can make a hole now. There we go. We got a hole. No turning back now. Alright, so I rough cut this long so this can go through here into the frame and see where my hole needs to be. That actually clears perfect. I was really worried that it wasn't going to clear. There's a lot of like inner structure here for the floor. No way, that's actually perfect. Alright guys, so now we got two holes. We got the hole in the corner panel and the hole in the underside structure. I'm gonna feed this through here and see how she looks. Ha! Oh, that's so sick. So I'm gonna have this probably just like that. I'm gonna have to make an angled cut so it goes with the corner panel, but I want this sticking out past the bezel like a 1/4 of an inch or even like an 1/8. But that looks freaking sweet. So the next part I gotta do here is keep building it from that 90 up, but I had to make the cut holes so I know where the 90 has to come up at. I might have to shorten it a little bit because I think the 90 is too far back, so I'm gonna go to the underside and see what adjustments I gotta make here. All right, guys, so we got the pipe in here. It just needs a hanger to bring it up and back a little bit. But my problem is I have nothing here besides the floor to hang it to. All right, guys, so I figured it out. At first, I was gonna do exhaust hanger here. I was gonna weld exhaust hanger to the floor and cut this pipe, weld it to the bottom and loop it up and over. But after doing some brainstorming and talking to my dad a little bit, he said he's got a bracket welded straight to his frame. So I've got this angle iron here that I was bracing the floor with. And I've got a bracket. So this exhaust needs to go back and up. So I'm gonna weld this to that. And I have a little spacer to space this towards the back of the vehicle. And it's gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna weld this to the exhaust and then bolt this to the angle iron. And that thing's gonna be stout in there. All right, we got our ugly bracket welded in there. Not the greatest of welds, but as long as it holds, it's fine. So this needs to come this way. So I got a nut, these nuts, and that thing is still very hot. Just want to let you know that. Oh my. All right, we're gonna let that cool down for a second before I touch it again. Hey, I'm bleeding. Cool. But besides from me bleeding, that's not important. This exhaust is freaking in there and stout. Yes! It looks so good. We have officially dumped the exhaust through the quarter panel. And guys, that looks gangster. Oh, I love that. Welds are kind of ugly, not gonna lie, but they're gonna be caked in mud here soon anyway, so I don't care. That looks so sick. I've always wanted a side exit like that. Oh, that's so sick. We'll get it nice and centered, we'll make some marks, and we'll start drilling some holes. All right, guys, the time has finally come. It is time to start this thing. I'm not gonna lie, this thing was kicking my butt and it did not want to start. So first things first, obviously this thing was out of gas and I have a ventilation problem and I cannot put gas in that thing. It took me 20 freaking minutes to put 5 gallons of gas in it. I'll throw up the time lapse of that, it's a little ridiculous. But on to the second problem I had, some idiot, whenever he wants to try to start it, left the key on the whole time, so the battery was dead. So I took the battery out of my brick nose, tried to put it in here. Well, the terminals are backwards. So I tried to stretch this over to this side and the connection came off at the end of the battery cable. So as you see, I got 2 brand new battery ends on there on the terminals. So we got gas, a charged battery now, and new terminal ends. So we're gonna finally start this stupid thing. See if she starts. Guys, that thing sounds freaking sick. I'm gonna get this thing pulled outside real quick. It's getting a little fumy in here. Guys, I hope videos do this thing justice because in person, that little 302 sounds freaking rowdy. This thing sounds so stinking good. As you've seen, there's no mufflers, no cats. It's just straight piped all the way into the 3-inch, and I could not be happier with how it came out. Everything went pretty smooth. I just had to run back and forth to the parts store because I needed an extra 90. I didn't think I was gonna need extra clamps, extra connectors and stuff. I thought I had the most expensive part, which is that giant piece of stainless 3-inch, but this $100 exhaust turned into like a $200 exhaust, but well worth it. Still a pretty budget exhaust build. I've been wanting to do a side exit like that through the quarter panel on something for the longest time, and this is a perfect candidate for it. My 82 Bronco here I'm restoring. So like I said, all in all, could not be happier with how this thing came out and how it sounds. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, I'm currently restoring this Bronco behind me here. It's going to be in primer. That's going to be the very next video. So, and you're not going to want to miss what color I'm painting this thing. It's a secret until the day I drop the video. So be sure to like, subscribe to Justin's Customs. We'll see you in the next video.